Okay, Marty, we got Michael Jordan. Not a bad topic.
No, he's a legend.
And one of my, anybody my age, one of your favorite players of all time, no matter who your favorite team is.
Right.
And one of, obviously, icon, but he finally made it into a Funko Pop format. So we have one of our best-selling pop of all time now.
Yes.
Is still in stock.
$10 on our website, clarktoys.com.
So the first Michael Jordan pop, and he's kind of in this reminiscent of the 1988 slam dunk contest where he jumped from the free throw line.
Which he won.
He won for the second
time in a row.
He won in '87 too, but in '88 it was actually in his hometown.
Oh, Chicago, at the Chicago Stadium.
Yep, and he ended up being MVP of the All-Star game that weekend too. And '88 was a big year for him individually because he was also that was his only Defensive Player of the Year award winning season, and he won MVP too. And the All-Star game was in Chicago, so he had this iconic dunk from the free throw line, scored a 50 that kind of cinched over Dominique Wilkins, cinched his second in a row slam dunk contest. But that pose and that sculpt is kind of really iconic, partly because of the posters we all had.
Yeah,
growing up.
Everyone had those posters.
There was a Nike poster, but there was a free one that came in
the Wheaties box.
Yeah, so they had several different posters you could get. I don't even know if you knew which posters, like 3 different posters.
Right.
But one of them was from the free throw line, and one of the big Nike posters was kind of awesome because it had the whole like lane. It was a side shot, very landscape, but he's just up like really high like this. And the other reason we know it's from that is because of the shoes.
Yeah, those are Jordan 3s.
Although
famous Jordan 3s.
They're not, technically like Nike, but they have the gray and those spots, so you know what they are.
Which shoe
you know what they are.
is.
But wanted to show this set from the past, this Upper Deck set of 6-7 inch figures that were done by Gentle Giant Studios for Upper Deck, and it came with a card. But they did the second one was from the 1988 Slam Dunk Contest in that iconic pose that matched that photo from the poster, not like just from that specific dunk, but that specific poster spot of where he's pumped his legs and the ball in that certain way that this Funko Pop is reminiscent of, or actually was this 91 Kinder starting lineup. Jordan was also basically in that pose, although Jordan did dunks like that several times, but you could just tell by the legs and the hand that it was kind of for that, although because his 88 one was in the white jersey. In 1990 they went to the red jersey. In 91 then they went back to the white jersey. So in the white jersey, even though in the dunk contest obviously he was in the red, but on the Upper Deck they have those exact Nike, all the way down to the Nikes on the soles with the graphite.
Now, those are exactly how the shoes is
with the Jumpman on the tongue. Awesome detail on the shoes on these, but that was the second one in this set with that moment. First one's from that '85 dunk contest with the cursive Chicago on, and the Jordan 1s, but the ones he wore at the All-Star game that had more black than the regular ones that had more white on them, and he had the gold chain in the slam dunk contest. So then this set was pretty cool. The third one was from his first title in '91, where he's switching hands against the Lakers.
Yeah, it was in the air when he switched it.
Right. He went from the right to the left and finished that against the Lakers and Magic Johnson for his first title. And the last one of this set was his final shot versus the final shot with the Bulls, and he ended up coming back with the Wizards. But his final shot as a Bull to win the championship in 1998 for their second three-peat. So because of this pose, I wanted to show this Upper Deck set.
It's a pretty nice set.
Yeah, hard to find now, and one we carried back in 2008, 2009 as these came out. We sold a lot of these. A nice set if you got that from the past, and so obviously that 3 times over now that pose has been in Kenner's starting lineup, in the 6-inch figures, and then now in the pop, kind of commemorating that 1988 slam dunk in the Funko Pop format, which is pretty cool. One of our best selling pop of all time.
Okay, so is this pop going to actually go into your collection? Because we all know you're not a big Pop fan. And
you mean like in my office?
In your office. I mean, you have the Aaron Rodgers, but I just want to know your...
The only Pop I have in my office is that Aaron Rodgers Pop.
Yeah.
And I guess that I have not been a big collector of Pop, even with all the sports stuff.
Right.
They haven't, even though we have a lot in the office. Mm-hmm. The only one I had displayed in my office has been that Aaron Rodgers. And the reason you'd think I'd have Brett Favre, because they did make Brett Favre too, but it was something about the fact that Aaron Rodgers was a current player while Pop was such a hot product, and that players from your team are immortalized in Pop is kind of cool. It's the same with if you're a fan growing up of Jordan, now he's part of that Pop.
Right.
That Pop line that kind of immortalized in that Pop format and that Pop look, which is so popular and has a robust secondary market on a lot of this stuff, is why people rush out and get a lot of these, is because of that active secondary market. So for me personally, yes, to answer your question, I'm both going to keep them in the package as part of my Jordan display, and also have them open, just like I just kind of for history collecting have that 91 Jordan as part of it, even though in the upper deck were nicer quality as still as part of the history of the Jordan collection. Going to include the Pop too, and it is just cool to see Jordan.
Yeah, it's a really nice. It's a nice Pop. It's actually a nice Pop. It's in stock right now on ClarkToys.com for just $10.
So don't miss out on Michael Jordan in making his appearance in the Pop line for Funko. Very, very popular. So appreciate you guys watching here a little bit about Michael Jordan. Thanks for joining us.